What is GDP? Gross Domestic Product. The definition, sir. Okay, ready? HCNE ready na? Okay, sir. Start chesama. So, assume that this is country, sir. Whichever the country you want. It's a domestic territory of a country. Domestic territory. Political boundary of a country. Political boundary. Don't ask me, sir, POK unda, leda. Okay. So, anta voddu, sir. That's what I used a word called which boundary? Political boundary. Political boundary lo POK untunda leda? Ledu. Baita చెప్పేస్తారు. Okay. So, obviously, man, political boundary lo leda? Okay. చంపేస్తారు, sir. Now, there are many fundamentalists, they're waiting for you only, sir. Okay. Now, so, remember, this is the political boundary of India only. Okay? Within India, sir, within India, so assume that we are talking about 26-27 financial year, which means April 1st, 2026 to March 31st, 2027. In this financial year, what are the goods and services produced? Goods and services produced. The value, the final value, sir, of the goods and services. Value of final goods and services is called as what's a GDP. It's called as what? GDP. That is what? Accounting, sir. We do accounting in such a way that throughout India, sir, throughout India, whatever the goods and services are produced, whatever the goods and services, that goods and services final value, not intermediate value, okay, not raw material prices. We require only which value, sir? Final value. And that final value is called as what? GDP, Gross Domestic Product. Now, those who did not understood anything, simple story, sir. Assume that in India, okay, this year, only 100 kg onion is produced, sir. No other goods and services are produced. Only one commodity, which is called as what? Onion. Only one commodity, sir. Okay, that is onion. 100 kg onion is produced, sir. Okay? Now, 100 kg onion, sir. 1 kg onion in the market equals 10 rupees, sir. 1 kg onion, okay, in the market is how much rupee? 10 rupees. For 100 kg, okay, how much rupees are? 1000 rupees. This 1000 rupees is India's GDP. Ante, sir. This is what accounting. 1000 rupees is India's GDP. Now your question is, now you tell me, sir, is that in India only onion is produced? Okay. Think about, sir, what are the various goods and services are there? Okay. And remember how many goods and services are produced every year? And that goods and services, the final value is called as what, sir? GDP. Simple examples, sir. Those who did not understood this one. Take an example. Amigos is there. Amigos is producing what, man? Services. From April 1st to March 31st, assume that 500 students will join Amigos. From each student, assume that average they'll take 1 lakh rupees. 500 student, for each student, 1 lakh. 500 into 1 lakh. 500 crore. 500 crore. Okay. Super. 500 crore unte Amigos whole Ashoka Nagar ne, okay, అమ్మేస్తారు కాదు. బై అంటే what is that? తీసుకుంటారు. 500 crore కి హోల్ అశోక్ నగర్ ఓకే తీసుకోవాలి. ఎంత సార్? 5 crore or 50 crore? Sure? Okay. Now come back, sir. Amigos this year has produced services worth of how much crore? 5 crore. Now come back, sir. Be there only. In Ashok Nagar only there are many institutes. Okay? Sir, every year Ashok Nagar only produces 100 crore rupees worth of services, sir. That will be, remember, written. Sir, who will write that? NSO, National Statistical Office. They'll write in Ashok Nagar or in Hyderabad. These many IAS institutes are there. And an average, okay, they produce 100 crore rupees worth of what? Services. Bangalore, these many institutes are there. Okay, at an average, they produce this much worth of what? Services. Delhi, these. Bihar, this. Sir, this UPSC coaching industry only 50,000 crore rupees market, sir. Enta? 50,000 crore rupees market every year, sir. For GDP, UPSC market only contributing 50,000 crore. Now come back, sir. Like this, there are many services, and that services final value should be added to GDP. Like that, there are many goods are produced. Yes or no, sir? Sir, I am not talking about government tax revenue. Don't get confused. I am talking about what? The final value of all the goods and services produced in a country for a particular financial year within the domestic territory of the country. Okay? It is called as what? GDP, Gross Domestic Product. Aram se sir, aram se, those who are not getting anything. Sir, ఏం సార్ 100 రూపీస్ అంతేనా ఇండియా జీడిపి? లేదు సార్, మీకు కావాలంటే ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ తీసుకుంటాను చూడండి. సార్, basically wherever Modi ji goes, he says that my aim is to make India's economy as what? $5 trillion economy by 2024. Already we are in 26. Okay, we could not able to reach $5 trillion economy, sir. Okay, but always he says I want to make it as $5 trillion economy. Ante 1 trillion is equal to dollar. Okay, 5 into 5,000. 50,000 or 5,000? 5,000 billion into dollar. 5,000 into 1 billion is equal to 1,000. సూపర్ సార్, మీరు ఎక్కడి నుంచి తీసుకొచ్చారని తెలియదు నాకు. ఓకే ఓకే, కరెక్ట్ సార్, సూపర్, ఎంజాయ్. టైం లేదు నా దగ్గర. కమ్ బ్యాక్ సార్. సో 5,000 into 1 billion is equal to 100 crore. 5,000 into 100. Forget about, sir. Okay, let me write directly, sir, because నాకు తెలిసిపోయింది. Okay, you are super in mathematics and everything. Okay, crore. Now into, let me take this one. Okay, India's legal tender is rupee, but this is expressed in what? Dollar. Assume that today $1 is equal to 95 rupees. You know that it will fluctuate, but I am taking the average price of what? 95. Okay, 95 5s are 475. Enta 0 50. ఇక్కడ ఏమైనా 0 రాసుకోవచ్చా? ఇంతనా? Okay, crore rupees. This is India's GDP they want to make it as. Or simply you can write 475 lakh crore rupees. In present rate, sir. Okay, Modi ji wants to make India's GDP as enta 475 lakh crore rupees. If you ask me, sir, what about present one? Present India's GDP is this much. Last year GDP is this much. $4.4 trillion. Ante enta ante, obviously, sir. Okay, 95 into 4.4 ఎంత వస్తుంది? ఇంజనీర్ వాళ్ళే చెప్పరా. 9 4s. Okay, so as of now, India's GDP is how much crore, sir? 418 lakh crore rupees of, okay, GDP, sir, as of now. But remember, their aim is, okay, to achieve which concept dollar? 5 trillion. Obviously, sir, don't worry, this number will fluctuate based on which value, sir? Dollar value. Based on dollar value, the, okay, number will changes. Here the first question arises, basic question arises, sir. So when I say that, sir, is it possible to achieve India's GDP into $5 trillion? That is what our discussion for 2 minutes, sir. Forget about 5 trillion, sir. America is $31 trillion economy. 31 trillion, sir, number one, as of now. Second is China, $20 trillion economy, sir. 20 trillion. Third, okay, Japan. Japan is the third, sir. Almost $5.5 trillion economy. Okay. Fourth, Germany. They were approximately $4.8 trillion economy. Okay, India is fifth. Okay, now it is not fifth also, we come to sixth, sir, because France has come to once again which place? Fifth place, they are 4.5 and we are 4.4. You don't believe, sir? We come to fourth place. Even we beated Germany also. Okay, 2 years back, what? Germany also. Again, I'm repeating. We beated Germany, France, only in terms of GDP. Not in terms of per capita income, not in terms of development. Kuch nahi hai. GDP. What is GDP? Okay, the final value of, okay, all the goods and services produced in a country for a particular financial year. Akagaru. Okay, that is called as GDP. Come back, sir. Still, those who are having the problem with respect to accounting of GDP, let me take one simple example. Simple example, one or two examples, sir. So, sir, in 2021-22, Chandana, okay, Chandana has purchased nano car worth of 1 lakh rupees. Is it okay, right? Nano is okay for you? Okay, 8 ki, chalo ma'am, don't worry. Tarvata change cheskuntam. Now, she purchased one nano car in which year? 21, 22. Now listen this. This financial year, 26, 27. Okay, Chandana wants to sell this nano car. She wants to buy, okay, MG. Okay? Now, or whichever the car, Toyota car she wants to buy. For that, she wants to sell which car? Nano, which she purchased at a rate of 1 lakh. In which financial year? 21, 22. In this year, 26, 27, she contacts me, sir. Assume that I am a car broker, registered car broker. Registered. I use a word, registered car broker. She contacts me. Sir, I want to sell a car. Please find a good buyer. Now, assume that Kanak also contacted me. Basically, I am a registered car broker. She contacted me and saying that, Sir, मुझे भी car चाहिए, थोड़ा कम price में चाहिए. ठीक है? Now, when she contacted, she said that, Sir, please get me 80,000 rupees to my car because I did not use the car only, sir. Daily I used to, okay, take out from the, okay, car shed. Okay, I used to wash with hot water only. That is what Chandana's story. Okay, wash chesi malli. Okay, again, shed low. Again, I used to keep it in the shed only. Okay, like that she used to say, Sir, 80,000 నాకు కావాలి. మీరు 80,000కి ఏమైనా సేల్ చేస్తే మీకు 5,000 రూపీస్ మీ సర్వీస్కి కమిషన్ ఎంత 5,000 istanu. Adi, this is the demand from Chandana. Now, same, Kanak will say, Sir, mere paas budget kam hai. So please get me one good car, 80,000 low. If you get me one car at 80,000, I'll give you 5,000 rupees. Okay, commission for your service. See, is it okay? Car broker, sir. Same story. In this selling and buying, I am getting service. I am producing the service of 10,000 rupees. Is it okay? Now remember, this year, Kanak is buying this car at a rate of 80,000. In this deal, I am generating the services worth of how much rupee? 10,000 rupees, sir. Is it okay? This is the example. Okay, you tell me, sir. Okay, in this year GDP, how much amount should be added? Ma'am. In this year GDP, if you have understood the definition of GDP, last row. Okay, mire. How much amount should be added, ma'am? Enta? Enduku 10,000, ma'am? How much amount should be added? This side, Akagaru. Emaindi, you are okay? In this year GDP, how much amount should be added? 10,000. Why 10,000, ma'am? So that's why 10,000. Akagaru? How much amount should be added to this year GDP? Again, I'm precisely asking this year GDP. What is GDP, sir? Again, read the definition, sir. The final value of all the goods and services produced in a domestic territory, for a particular financial year. That is called as what? GDP, gross domestic product. Now, Chandana, me example, answer cheyandi. Gautami, enta? Now, 90,000 rupees add cheyali. Enduku, Gautami, 90,000 should be added. 90 like 80,000 rupees కారు 10,000 rupees సర్వీస్ అందుకే 90,000 యాడ్ చేయాలి అక్క గారు 10,000 నాట్ 90,000 ఎందుకు ఓన్లీ 10,000 మ్యామ్ స్పీక్ అవుట్ మ్యామ్ డోంట్ వరీ ఆన్సర్ చెప్పండి 10,000 నాకు ఓకే మీరు ఏమిచ్చండి 10,000 అంటే 90,000 వాట్ ఎవర్ యూ సే ఐల్ అగ్రీ బట్ వై వాట్ ఈస్ దట్ sir is that any new goods is produced sir just Gautami garu inkokasari okay example chudandi is there any new goods is produced sir remember there is okay already car is produced in which year 21-22 in 21-22 financial year already value of car is added in that year GDP already it is added sorry now in 26-27 is that car is newly produced first one car is not newly produced first one second because of this deal buying and selling because of this deal of what buying and selling there is a service okay worth of how much rupees is produced 10,000 that should be added to this year GDP okay don't worry let me explain one more sir so okay I hope so you people know that there is a South Korean car company called what? Kia, which is there in okay, our place only, Anantapur. Why? Khammam. Okay, good. Khammam lo ledu ma'am, Anantapur lo undi. Okay. Penukonda lo undi. No one from Anantapur, I think so. Okay. Sir, listen. Remember, Kia is having manufacturing plant in India, sir. That too in Anantapur, you are Andhra only. Now, assume that Kia has produced 20 lakh rupees worth of cars, sir. They have produced 20 lakh rupees worth of car in 2026-27 financial year. Okay? Kia is from which country? South Korea. South Korea, sir. They are South Korea. Don't worry. Kia and Hyundai both are from what? South Korea and both are brother sister. Don't worry. This is the German model of business where German model of business is what, sir? Okay. Product will be sold in different category or different names. But products are made by only one company. This is German model. Adidas and Puma both are brothers and sisters if you ask me. Okay? But they sell their products as what? Two different categories. Same model was followed by South Korea and now their model is followed by China only. All your Chinese products, Xiaomi, OnePlus, whatever the okay mobile, nothing, everything is under the okay head of only one particular company, but they sell in India as Oppo, all this as a different entity so that people feel that oh there is a competition. Nothing, sir. Okay, leave it, don't worry, I don't want all this business model. Here the first question arises. First one, Kia is producing the car in which country? India. Okay, now tell me, sir, is that 20 lakh rupees should be added to India's GDP? Is that 20 lakh rupees should be added to India's GDP of this financial year? But Kia is basically from South Korea. But it is produced in India. What is the definition? Goods and services produced in the political boundary. Okay. Are yaar, is that you people are okay? Inka nidram ostunda. కావాలంటే నేను బ్రేకే ఇచ్చేస్తా డోంట్ వరీ హ్యావ్ కాఫీ అండ్ కమ్ బ్యాక్ ఐ డోంట్ వాంట్ ఎనీ లైక్ బేసికలీ యూ హ్యావ్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ సార్ డెఫినేషనే మీకు అర్థం కాలేదంటే నాకు ఇబ్బంది అవుతుంది ఓకే ఓకే ఇంకొక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ సార్ అది కూడా అవ్వలేదంటే బ్రేక్ ఇచ్చేస్తా ఇప్పుడే ఒక 10 minutes నిదంగా వెళ్ళి రండి సో దట్ విల్ కంటిన్యూ సీ you have to okay don't go for a tomorrow see simple definition sir em ledu sir accounting lo em chestamante assume that this is India sir this classroom is India see there are whoever it may be sir okay it can be Indian citizen it can be foreign citizen whoever it may be the resident not non-resident the residents okay citizens non-citizens if they produce any goods and services if it comes to the market at the final level consumption level what is the value of that goods and service is called as what's a GDP. Is it okay? ఇంకొక లాస్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ సార్ అది కూడా అర్థం కాలేదంటే డెఫినెట్గా బ్రేక్స్ ఇస్తాను సార్ ఓకే లేదంటే ఏదో మాల్ న్యూట్రిషన్ నుంచి మీరు సఫర్ అవుతున్నారని తీసుకుంటాను ఓకే Sir, assume that there is a farmer here. Okay. Farmer has produced wheat. Okay. Wheat, sir. Obviously, to produce the wheat, what are the factors of production, sir? Land, labor, capital, raw material, and is it okay? Now, after spending money on land, labor, raw material, capital, and everything, sir, he produced wheat. He tried to sell this wheat to flour mill person. Flour mill atta. Em cheptaru? Pindi. Okay, good. Enjoy, sir. Meek telusante నాకు చాలు, sir. Don't worry. So remember, he sell it to flour mill. Flour mill person also spend money on what are the factors of production? Land, labor, capital, and raw material. Correct? Be there only. Farmer sell is produced to flour mill at a rate of 100 rupees. How much rupee? 100 rupees. Flour mill wala will purchase at 100 rupees. And remember, he will make that wheat into wheat powder through his machineries. But remember, to buy the machinery, he spend money on what? Capital. And he recruited some laborers. He purchased the land to build the industry. Okay. He also got some raw material. Now, after that, flour mill people, after making, okay, flour, that is atta. I'll write atta. Okay. That is powder, wheat atta, whatever you call. He sell it to bakery. Assume that there is a Bangalore Iyengar bakery. Okay. Sorry. Bangalore. Ikkada unda? Oh, not bad. Bangalore Iyengar bakeries ikkada kuda unda? Adi maku telusu ma'am. Anduke cheptunnanu. Okay. మన వాళ్ళు ఎక్కడ కూడా ఉంటారు. డోంట్ వరీ. కమ్ బ్యాక్. ఓకే, ఇట్స్ ఓకే సార్, డోంట్ వరీ. మీ కరాచీ బేకరీయే తీసుకోపా, ఎంజాయ్ అబ్బా, నాకు వద్దు బాబు. ఓకే, హ్యాపీ. నా ఉస్మానియా బిస్కెట్ చేస్తున్నారు. నా దిస్ కరాచీ బేకరీ సార్, వన్స్ అగైన్ టు మేక్ ద బిస్కెట్ సార్, దే ఆర్ మేకింగ్ బిస్కెట్. They require this atta. To make the biscuits, sir, they also spend money on what? Land, labor, capital, and raw materials, sir. Correct? Now, the flour mill has to send atta at a rate of 125 rupees, including its profit. If he sell at 125 rupees, then only he will make profit, sir. Okay, including his production cost. Production cost ante raw material price of how much? 100. Price of land, price of labor, price of his investment, including his profit, he has to sell at a rate of what? 125. Now this Karachi bakery wala, sir, okay, using that atta as a raw material, investing his money to start what? Karachi bakery, and taking some employees as a labor, and investing money on land, he will make what, sir? Biscuit, and he sell the biscuit to Kanak, Chandana, all these people at a rate of 150 rupees. How much rupees are? 150. Happy? All this procedure is taking place this year only. In this financial year only. That is 26, 27. My question is, okay, in this example, okay, 100 rupees, 125 and 150. Total amount is how much, sir? 375. How much should be added to GDP? Huh? 150 or 375? Why 150? Ante, sir. Ade GDP, sir. NSO will consider only which value? Final value. Just imagine if they consider the raw material value, sir, it will be double counting. You will not get the proper value only. Sir, you should consider only which value, sir? Final value. Now your doubt is, ikkada inkoka doubt, sir, meedi. Sir, wheat, okay, atta ayin tarvata bakery velledu, sir. Me doubt vaste నాకు తెలీదు, ఇప్పుడు వస్తుందో ఏమో. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Rather than wheat powder going to bakery, sir, assume that the wheat powder comes to household, which means households are buying the wheat powder to make chapati at home. Correct? Now the question arises. Then, okay, remember, we are buying the wheat, okay, powder at what price, sir? 125. Now in that case, okay, how much amount should be added to GDP? Ante, sir. Because atta will be, okay, raw material for making what? Biscuits. But the same atta will be a final product to make what, sir? Chapati or whatever, roti. So that is a final consumption. So that value will be added there. Arthamaitunda. ilage, okay, remember for each and every commodity the final value will be taken into consideration, and that final value, okay, that they calculate and they add that, okay, India's GDP is this much. And now it's okay, let them come, sir. So we know that, okay, the definition of GDP says that the final value of all the goods and services produced in a country for a particular financial year is called as what? GDP. Here, sir, what is this? Okay, a particular financial year. Obviously, sir, in India, the financial year will be April 1st to March 31st. Within that time period, sir, whatever the goods and services, okay, is produced, its final value will be taken into consideration for accounting purpose by an organization called NSO, which comes under Ministry of Commerce, sorry, Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, that is NSO. They calculate the, okay, I can say GDP, sir. Now, sir, is it really GDP calculation is, okay, proper in India? Not at all, sir. Why? Sir, India, as in the morning only you have written, there is a presence of more of what? Unorganized sector. As there is a presence of more of what? Unorganized sector. Simple one, sir. Okay, each and every production activities are not, okay, will not comes under accounting purpose. Take example, sir. Sir, if you are driving auto, sir, auto. If you are driving auto for Ola cabs, remember how much Ola, like basically that auto is produced, how much value of services auto is produced every day. That data will be there because Ola is completely digitalized. But assume that if there is no Ola, they are providing the services by themselves. Okay, wherever you just give the hand, they will stop the auto and they will take, okay, customer, and they'll collect 100 rupees, 200 rupees, all this. Sir, with respect to that, there is no proper value only. Okay? As India is an informal economy, the collection of GDP or calculation of or accounting of GDP, okay, is not an easy task in India, sir. First one. Second one is what? Sir, you are saying that GDP is calculated at which level? Consumption level or production level? Consumption level. Okay. Sir, when you calculate at consumption level, which includes subsidy also, indirect taxes also, remember that. The price of the final value of goods and services include which one? Indirect tax. Indirect tax means what? GST. Yes or no, sir? Government will levy what, sir? GST. Or maybe government will provide what, sir? Subsidy. Okay. If you add, remember, after, okay, subsidy and indirect tax, whatever the value is available or whatever the value we get, that will be written as what? India's GDP. That is also you have to remember. First one. Second one. So, when we calculate the GDP, when the NSO calculate the GDP, sir, okay, sir, on what basis they calculate? Okay, on what basis they calculate? Sir, in India, to calculate the GDP, not only in India, sir, all over the world, to calculate the GDP, there are three methods are used, sir. I'll discuss this once again, but for time being, let me complete and let me move on towards your recession, depression and everything, sir. There are three methods to use to calculate the GDP. One is called as production method, second is called as income method, and third is called as expenditure method. Just now, whatever the definition I discussed, this is which method? Production method. What is a production? The final value of, okay, goods and services produced, okay, produced for a particular financial year within the domestic territory. So that is a production method. Production method is also called as GVA method. Which method? GVA, gross value added method. What is this gross value added method? Kuch nahi hai, sir. Okay, final value minus intermediate value equals GVA, gross value added. Now tell me, sir, in the production method or in whatever the method, is that we should consider the value of intermediate goods and services or final goods and services? Final goods and services. Okay. And if you subtract the intermediate goods and services, you will get the final only. And that final value only considered or final value only taken into consider, okay, to say that this is the value of GDP. That's why it is called as what method, sir? GVA method. Even we have other two methods also, sir. NSO will also check the GDP in other two methods. One is income method and second is what? Expenditure method. So what is the difference between income and expenditure, sir? If you ask me, how much a income is generated by Indians within this financial year? All the income will be taken into consideration and they say India's GDP is this much. Okay? Don't worry, I'll take up that separately, sir. You have to wait for another half an hour. Second, what is expenditure method? How much money you are spending on buying various goods and service? How much we are spending? That will be taken into consider as what? GDP. Expenditure method, GDP.